Hi everybody, welcome back for another video. You might have seen my head, sorry about that. We are back for a series that hasn't been on my YouTube channel for most of a year now. Due to the pandemic and everything, I wasn't doing much spending, and what little spending I was doing was with some friends in their sticker shops. But as things have started to slowly open up again, I've noticed certain things in my spending, and what I wanted to do for the remainder of the year, July through December, is track my spending again on stationery items. So I did make a few purchases during the month of July. If you watched my previous video, you saw that I did unbox this beautiful passport folio that I designed and Brie made a reality. But I have purchased a few other things that you probably haven't seen. You might have seen them if you've been to my Twitch channel. I'll leave the link down here. It's twitch.tv/planningwithjohn. But let's kind of get into my spending that I did this month. And this is all I've purchased this month that is stationery wise, minus one thing. I'll grab it. It was a digital insert I designed. So why don't we open up, get those out of the way. And actually, I've been using one of the pens that, here we are. I have notes and stuff because that's the type of person I am most of the time. But it is the end of the month. It is the 31st of July. And I know I'm not making any purchases today, so because of how late it is in the day. So we will be, actually it's probably the 1st by now. Yeah, it's the 1st by now. It's like 2 a.m. I'm up way late. So the first thing that I purchased stationery wise in the month of July, I do have here my 2021 No Spend Low Spend, which I did not use whatsoever. I've got a few things written in the calendar. Here we are. So we don't need the post-it note. I've been keeping track of our bills, but I've been keeping track of when I purchase things. Now I do have it here on post-it notes in my standard planner, where I actually write down what it is, but only here I just write the store, the shop, and the amount. So the first thing that I purchased was a digital download from Paper and Cats. This is a passport design where I wanted a week on 2 pages, and you'll see it's similar to the Travelers Company, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, in this blank spot, except this is undated. And you'll also notice that there's a grid in the days. And I just wanted something like this for in my passport. And since it's undated, I can print as many of these as I want. And just as long as I've got my ink and a printer, or I can take it to a printing shop, I can print as many of these as I need. And if I want to use stickers, I can use stickers. If I want to use a stamp, I can use a stamp. If I just want to write with a pen the date and the month, I can. It's incredibly user-friendly. If I want to date as I go and say I don't use a week or two, then I can pick up where I left off, and it's a wonderful thing. And so I'm going to be using these from now on in my passport. because I have it and I can make it myself. So that was item number 1, which came to $4.76. The second order I placed was on the 15th of July, and it was through Etsy, and it was for this set of Pentel pens. These are the Pentel Energel Klena, and there's like a kind of like a cranberry color, like a tan, a deep navy blue, and this olive green. I got them because I wanted the olive green. The other colors are beautiful, but they are a 05 and they are black ink. I just put a brown ink refill that I had in here since I was using a pen with a brown, so that way I didn't waste ink. So then when I'm done, I can put another brown in, or a black or a blue or whatever ink refills I have. So I had to buy these from an Etsy store, and the 4 pens and shipping came to $18.01. So there was that purchase. The next purchase I made was on the 16th, a day later, and I purchased this. Does everybody remember what these are? It's a Trapper Keeper, and I had like this exact one. Remember that sound? And it's got the 2 folders. So it's sort of nostalgia is the reason why I bought it, but I'm also going to turn this into our home binder since it has the folders and it has the notepad and this. I just thought it would be a good thing to have as our home binder. So the Trapper Keeper, I bought actually from Mead.com because you can get them at Mead.com or you can get them at Walmart, and our Walmart was out of them, so I bought it at Mead.com, and it was $13 and shipping was free because it was my first purchase from Mead.com. So there was that. Now the next order I placed was on the 18th, and due to having a Amazon affiliate store, every so often we'll get like a credit in like a gift card, and I hadn't gotten I think one in years. It had been years since I had gotten any like store credit, and so I ended up having like $16, $17, and so I wanted to get a Pentel pencil. This is the Graph Gear 1000 by Pentel. Since I've been using Pentel Energels, I wanted to get a nice Pentel mechanical pencil, and so I got that. It's 05 as well. It's really cool. Very retractable, very, very cool. And then I got this Angu pencil case. It's like clear mesh see-through. It's got a front pocket here, which I sometimes will put a pen or a pencil that I'm using, or I put like some washi cards in there. And it holds actually quite a bit, so I've switched to using this. It's a little more streamlined. And it makes me be mindful of how much I have, because you can only fit so much in it. But it's a really nice pencil case, and they come in different colors. I'll link these things to my Amazon store so you can see them there. But that I didn't have to pay for, because that was like store credit that I had. So I'm gonna take so that was $16.65, but I didn't have to pay that, so we're not gonna include that because it wasn't money that I spent that I had in my pocket. And then the last thing that I got was this beautiful passport folio that I designed myself from Brie, with the pocket here and the card pockets here. And this came to $56.50. So if I grab my pen and do some math, so the total of everything not including that Amazon purchase came to $91.27, which if you were to take the passport out of it, it would have been, you know, like a $35 or so month, but $35, $40 a month. But the passport did add quite a little bit to that. So what I'm planning on for my no spend, low spend for the future, or the monthly money matters, whatever you choose to call it. I've been thinking a lot, and I had been reading from a book by the Minimalists, Love People, Use Things, and also watching some of their old podcasts back. And these are some questions that I want to ask myself when I am considering a purchase. The first one, who am I buying it for? Am I getting it for me? Am I getting it to flex? With purchasing it, will I be using it, or will I be filming like 1 or 2 videos and then be done with it? So that's the first thing that I want to ask myself. Second thing is, will this add value to my life? Is it a tool that I'll be using? Or is it just aesthetic? Is it, you know, for pretty to be pretty purpose? The third one is, can I afford it? If you have to charge it, if you have to finance it, even if you have debt, like anywhere, you can't afford it. So that's the one, a very important question. Is this the best use of my money? Is the fourth question that to ask. Is it the best use of my money? Is me buying, say, this pen or this notebook or this pen case or this digital, is it the best use of my money? And I can only answer that for myself. You can only answer that for yourself. You know, like, I'd love to get a Van Gogh painting, but number one, I don't have the millions of dollars that it would cost. And I think I could use $1 million more ethically than buying a Van Gogh painting, if that makes sense. I mean, I will never own a Van Gogh painting, but I was just throwing that out there. Now I can own a print. You know, I can go to the store and buy a poster print, but that's different. What is the actual cost? Like, you know, thinking of full cost accounting, storage, is there maintenance? Is there, you know, all of that? Like, say I do have the money for a BMW, but do I have the money to maintain it? Do I have the money for, you know, all of those other things that come with having whatever that item is? And then the sixth question is this the best version of me? Buying this, will it be the best version of me? So I'm trying to think a little bit differently. My old questions were, you know, put it on a list, wait 2 days. If it's over this much, under that much, purchase it. And that was just thinking like numbers wise. This is thinking a little bit more whole picture. But like some of the old questions, like I would ask myself is, can I afford it? Can I part with the money to purchase it? 2, can I pay the actual cost? That's kind of down here, like maintaining and all of that. 3rd was, will it add value to my life? again, it's still a question that I think I need. What are there alternatives? Are there alternatives? Can I make something myself? Can I make something I have work in place of it? Stuff like that. And number 5, can I get by without it? So those are just some questions that I'm going to be thinking about when I'm deciding to make a purchase. I'm still going to stick with, I think I'm going to stick with my, put it on a list, like a list that I write down, like maybe write it down in a notebook or in an insert, or maybe I could turn this folio into my no spend, low spend, and take the little art journal out and put in some field notebooks, and you know, maybe add that, you know, have that be its purpose, because that's the one folio that I have that I love, but I wasn't sure what I was going to do with it. So yeah, so that is where I've started this year, by actually starting to keep track again. I've started at $91.27. Let me know how you're doing. I know there are some of you that are doing that no spend year, and you've been doing so wonderful with that. And I just want to know what people are thinking, what people are doing. I know another reason is a lot of the stuff that I want I can't find in Oklahoma, and it has to be shipped to me, and our mail has just been horrible the last year and a half, and you know, it's a little infuriating sometimes, waiting on the mail and having things end up not arriving, and yeah, so that's also another reason. But so sorry for the rambliness of this. It's late at night, I can't sleep, and I'm just thinking through these thoughts. Well, I hope you are doing well. I hope you are staying safe, and I will see you in the next video. Thanks so much for watching. Bye-bye.